every 18 months to 2 years, the world itself, this energy changes. And right now, we've had this energy in a Libra Aries tail. And the Libra dragon's been cruising through Leo's third house of communication. Short trips, mental process, siblings. The last 18 months for Leo, you've had to deal with brothers and sisters and talking and getting their points across and, maybe some positive good times. I don't know. Some Leos have had to experience legal issues due to the tail and Aries axis right on their ninth house of law, religion, higher learning, foreigners. Some of you Leos may have had some disputes with foreigners or on foreign land. That would make sense. But for everybody, not just Leo, this energy shifts. As of October 9th of 2015, this universal energy, or as I call it, changing of the guard, moves into place. And it moves right into a Virgo-Pisces axis. And this stays until April 29th of 2017. We've got an 18-month span here of this energy. Now, Leo, you must be careful with this dragon's energy's tail right in Pisces. This is right in your 8th house of life, death, drama, corporate endeavors, sex. Do not be fooled by Neptune's illusions and delusions. Steer clear of drugs, alcohol, and especially after a full moon. I've always said this to all of you out there. If you need some guidance or you need a mini reading and you have questions or anything, don't ever hesitate to contact me via email. alphastarradio@gmail.com. I'm just an email away. And no question is ridiculous. Because when I was a student, I asked some of the most off-the-wall questions. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Remember that. All questions are valid and worthy. Now, this dragon's head is going to be cruising through your 2nd house as well. This is the money self-esteem house. So, remember, you've got Jupiter moving in on the August 11th. Now, on October 9th, you've got this dragon head energy moving in right there, too. So, you have 9 months of both Jupiter and the dragon head aligning itself with each other. You can't lose when it comes to wealth and possessions, making money. Keep me posted, Leo. I'm curious to see how this turns out for some of you. This is your opportunity, Leo, to make things happen financially. You are blessed by these stars to succeed. And that is your 2015-2016 forecast for Leo. Now remember, the only way to get a full aspect of your stars is through your own personal, unique celestial identity reading. You can do that the month of August, so it is the monthly special of $30, alphastarradio.com for that information, and just click on the $30 monthly special, and you learn all about yourself. We have a couple of dates coming up of warning that I'd like to warn some of you about. Let me get my ephemeris out here and just show you. We're looking at August 20th, 21st, and 22nd. This is going into a platonic phase, and this isn't good. You're going to see many deaths. You'll see possibly some stock market issues. Some foreign countries may make the news in Asia. Things like that. Police will be on high alert. Things like that. Now, on August 28th, I'd say the 28th, let me get my calendar again here. The 28th, the 29th, and the 30th. Well, I'd say the 27th, 28th, and 29th. These are also, this is a Uranic phase, and then this is, Uranus is a sudden release of energy and explosions. Mother Earth becomes very active, so you'll see a lot more tornadoes, and you'll definitely see earthquakes above 6 points. Volcanoes, hurricanes, anything of nature, even aeronautical problems, plane crashes, disasters like that, NASA, UFOs, things like that will make the news, especially anything bizarre and unique and unusual, that will make the news too. Anytime you're dealing with this energy, you're dealing with alien and UFO energy too. So that could also make the news. Alrighty. That is the forecast for everybody. Well, the chat room's very active and busy with politics. And it's really something I really hate to talk about, but I've been working hard the last few days on this, and so let's get right down to it. So last night there was the Republican thing where they all talk. I changed it at 7:30 because I wanted to watch Jon Stewart. Yeah, because he's funny and he makes me laugh. These guys just kind of make me cry. They make me laugh, too, in some ways. I'm laughing and crying kind of at the same time. Anyway, this is where I get to my forecast about we did the good, which was Leo, the bad and the ugly. Let's talk about the Donald, shall we? The Donald. I know that's all you're waiting for. Everyone's waiting for me to talk about the Donald. Well, I've broken down 3 politicians tonight. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't waste a whole lot of time on Hillary Rodham Clinton because I already know the kind of person that she is, and I could tell you what her future holds. I'll save her for last. I did cover Donald Trump. I'm going to do Hillary Clinton, and I'm going to do another one. And the reason I'm not going to bring his name up just yet is because I think the evil cabal is shaking in their boots a little bit. And when I say the evil cabal, I'm talking about the Clinton-Bush dynasty and also some of the other big names in politics. I think they're shaking in their boots a little bit. I don't think it was an accident that Bill Clinton called Trump the other day, or yesterday, right before his debate. I don't think that was an accident, okay? Now is the Republican side. Now the Democratic side, there's not that many Democratic candidates. I believe there's 3. There's Hillary Clinton, there's Bernie Sanders, and there's some other guy, and I don't know who he is. If anyone in the chat knows who he is, give me his name, because this won't be the first time I break down stars of politicians. And we still have some time to go here with this fiasco, as I'd like to call it. Let's go to the Donald, though. Donald Trump, date of birth, June 14th, 1946, in Queens, New York. This makes Donald Trump a Gemini. And Gemini has a dual life. They experience things in doubles. Everything is 2, 4, 6, 8, meaning 2 marriages, 4 marriages, 6 marriages, 4 homes, 6 homes, 8 homes, 4 children, 8 children. It's not 1, 3, or 5. Everything is doubled. 2, 4, 6, 8, even numbers. So I don't know how many times Donald's been married. I don't know if this is I think this is his 2nd marriage. That would make sense. And if not, he may not be done getting married. There may be another one. Now, how do I say this? I'm trying to do this in a very tactful way because this is a very ugly subject to talk about. Now, I don't want to piss people off. That's not my intention. But you told me to read their stars, and I have to give you the honest-to-God facts here. Because God's message is written in starlight. Correct? Correct. And when we elect someone with negative stars, and I'm going to use Hitler as an example, and I'm not comparing Trump to Hitler in any way, this can be devastating for the people. Now, I know he's famous, and everyone sees that Hollywood thing, and he certainly wouldn't elect Kim Kardashian or one of the Kardashians into office. But you have to remember that this person he's like a bull in a china cabinet. And what I mean by that is he acts first and asks questions later. That is really not someone I want having access to a nuclear weapon. Okay? The ego was very big. He's not blessed by his stars to be the President of the United States. He is blessed by his stars to be a business mogul and make millions and billions of dollars. Let's go to his moon, because the moon is our emotions, okay? His moon regulates his public standing, his contracts, partnerships. This also can be his political associates. His moon, his emotions, is located right, I mean, this is dangerous, right on his dragon's tail. He has a dragon's head in Gemini. I actually possess a hidden dragon like Donald Trump in Gemini. My hidden tail is in Sagittarius. I also share something else with Donald Trump. Donald Trump's moon is in Sagittarius. His moon and his dragon's tail are located right there in his 7th house. This is a recipe for disaster. Okay, luckily I'm not running for president. I know that because mine is placed in a completely different house. It's in the subconscious. This is where the psychic abilities come from. I take on too many negative energies, and that just kind of drains me physically, emotionally, and mentally. And there are times when I just have to check out for a couple of days because I'm dealing with so much of other people's energy. For Donald, it's a little different because this is ruling his 7th house of partnerships, marriage, and contracts. This is not a good placement for a politician. This creates the bull in the china cabinet. This is a very bad position for any politician because you need diplomacy when you're working with foreign leaders. You need that how do they say it? What's it called? Savoir-faire, the French word. You know, you have to have some grace. You have to have a little diplomacy. You have to work as a team player when you're the leader of one of the free worlds. His ego is too big to handle that. You can't turn around and say, I don't agree with you, you're fired, because you can't fire the Prime Minister of China or the Prime Minister of Japan. It just isn't going to happen in the free world. Maybe in your little business mobile world, it happens all the time, or in Hollywood or on TV for The Apprentice. You're fired. Ha ha ha. Hey, you know what? Arnold Schwarzenegger got a lot of votes back in California when he was running for governor. I even voted for him once because I felt we needed some change. There are some other factors here with Mr. Trump that concern me. Now, Mercury in Cancer. So this placement makes him great with money. It makes him great with real estate, hotels, food, anything that has to do with, Cancer rules that industry. Mercury is the messenger of the gods. It rules that. Now, him being the bull in the china closet makes him Mars and Leo. When you have the Lord of War, Mars, in an aggressive sign of Leo, in his 3rd house, he has Mars in his 3rd house. This is what makes him aggressive and blurts out anything he wants to say. It makes him egocentric and bossy. This placement is sure to create war for many countries, including us. Now, I looked 3 years into the future for Donald Trump, and I'm going to tell you this. If Donald Trump becomes president, because the dragon's energy that's coming after April 29th, 2017, all the way to 2020, that's the nuclear era. We are in the tail of Aquarius, which is nukes. We need a commander-in-chief that isn't going to piss the rest of the world off and try and nuke us, because I hate to say this, folks, we're going to get nuked if we don't pick the right commander-in-chief. Now, I know a lot of you are very disappointed, and I think that Trump is going to make it far. And I think a lot of them, the evil cabal, as I call it, are shaking in their boots, because once he gets in there and sees what he sees in the books, he's going to know. There's going to be a lot. Hillary Clinton will be one that goes to jail. Obama maybe too.